a color screen, hydraulic disc brakes, a thumb throttle, and quick release pedals. All great features, but we can talk about e-bike specs and features all day long, but you're here because this is an RV channel. So first and foremost, these need to be easy to travel with. Lectric has released their newest foldable e-bike, the XP4. Its predecessor, the XP3, completely sold out. They took that opportunity to make some new upgrades. I think that's great. Lectric listened to their customers, and the updates on the XP4 reflect that. They also did send us a pair to test out, but you guys know the deal. I always want to give you an honest review, so today I'm going to tell you what I like and what I don't like. Let's get the most obvious thing out in the open. If an e-bike is not easy to travel with, you're never going to bring it. At 5.5 feet long, you can load and strap your e-bike down unfolded in a 6-foot bed with plenty of room to close the tailgate. The XP4s are 62 pounds with the battery removed, so you can also go the traditional route and travel with a bike rack. And because these fold, you can actually put these e-bikes in storage bins. Start by folding the bike, place it into a storage bin, and then lift the bin into the bed of the truck. Now, one person on each end of the bin makes it even easier to load. If you have a fifth wheel or a truck bed that's already full, you can park the bin inside your RV. I've traveled with 6 e-bikes over the years. Some were straight frame mountain bikes. I can tell you firsthand, a foldable bike gives you a lot more transporting options. Let's start with the obvious one, the frame. There are 2 different XP4 frames, a standard frame and the step-through frame, which just has a lower top tube, a little easier to get on. I wouldn't even call the frame an upgrade. It's just a straight-up, entirely new e-bike. Now, they do have an XP4 and an XP4 750. We'll talk about those differences in a minute. These new frames have much cleaner lines. The frame is one color, and the front forks, the stanchion, and the bars, they left all black. Just a much nicer look, in my opinion. They redesigned the tires to be quieter on flat ground and to grip more on trails. They give you 4 sets of bosses, which is just a fancy word for an accessory bolt for things like bike locks, water bottles, and flashlights. The XP3 only had 2 sets of bosses. A bigger and brighter headlight. They moved the wrist throttle that was on the right to a thumb throttle on the left. This new throttle location does take some getting used to, but what's nice is it leaves your right thumb for shifting and your left thumb for the throttle. While on the subject, they added taller gears from a 7-speed to an 8-speed. What that means is when you're cruising at top speed, you're not pedaling like a maniac to keep up. They switched from metal fenders to plastic fenders. Great choice, in my opinion. Less weight and less of that constant pinging on stone and dirt trails. Now, this is a big one. You still need a key to remove the battery, but on the XP4, you do not need a key to power on the bike and ride. This key is also now on the side of the frame instead of being on the bottom of the frame where it was a pain to access. The display is now a color screen, and the options menu is much easier to understand and program. Lots of customizable settings based on how you ride in here. You can turn the throttle and pedal assist on and off independently of each other. You can adjust screen brightness, lighting options, and of course, you can switch this over to a Class 3 bike right here in the menu. They added turn signals and brake lights. They've even replaced the fold-up pedals and moved over to quick release pedals. Personally, I like these pedals more, but you're going to need to remember where you put them because now they come off the bike. Lectric also added a torque sensor. What that means is it senses how hard you're pedaling and matches that assistance. So even if you're in the highest pedal assist mode, if you pedal at a constant pace without applying a lot of force, it will recognize that and keep you at that speed until it senses you want to go faster. So definitely a ton of really nice and, more importantly, usable upgrades that make the experience a little more enjoyable. Earlier I mentioned there was an XP4 and an XP4 750. Now, there are some different color options between the two, but the 2 big differences are the battery and the motor. The standard XP4 has a 500-watt motor. It is a 48-volt, 10.4 amp-hour battery. The XP4 750 has a 750-watt motor with a 48-volt long-range, 17.5 amp-hour battery. So, what do all these numbers mean for those of us who just want to ride? A larger amp-hour battery means you'll get more mileage out of a charge. Think of amp hours as the size of a gas tank. The higher the amp hour battery, the larger the gas tank and the further you can go. To keep it simple, a larger motor is going to handle heavier loads and hills better, and a larger battery is going to last longer. Factors like terrain, rider weight, and assist level are always going to affect your range, but generally speaking, under the same conditions, the XP4 is going to get you about 50 miles, and the XP4 750 is going to get you about 85 miles on a charge. You still have hydraulic disc brakes, adjustable handlebars, and an adjustable seat. Lectric says the height range for the XP4 is from 4 foot 10 inches tall to 6 foot 3 inches tall. The battery is still internally mounted in the frame and can be charged in or out of the bike. A full charge on a close to dead battery will take about 8 hours. What I think is pretty impressive, with all the upgrades and a new frame, the XP4 still sells at the same price point the XP3 did when it was available. They just keep improving these bikes while keeping the price point the same, so a big thumbs up to Lectric for that. Lectric has their own line of accessories, cargo packages, trunk bags, comfort seats, cooler bags, bike locks, phone mounts, pet carriers, pet trailers, fishing rod holders, just a lot of really fun accessories to customize your e-bike. And they're giving a bunch of these accessories away for their Black Friday sale. I'll tell you about that in a second. Okay, on to some things that I think can be improved. I ordered this support seat for Tara. Now the seat is nice, but the back support, no matter how hard you lock it down, can be easily moved. We have not noticed it moving while riding, but when loading and unloading the bikes, it definitely slips with just a little bit of pressure. I think the adjustment assembly needs to be re-engineered so this locks a little bit tighter. The kickstand foot is like many other kickstands, but e-bikes are much heavier than traditional bikes. If you're on soft ground, this can sink and will cause the bike to fall. For us RVers, we don't always have the luxury of a concrete garage floor like at home. We're outside in the dirt and the grass. I would like to see them incorporate a larger kickstand foot, especially for us RVers. Removing the battery is a clunky process. Now, I'm not going to beat up Lectric too bad on this one because I do understand there are advantages to an internally mounted battery. It protects the battery from the elements, it prevents battery theft, which unfortunately is a thing, and it keeps the bike compact, which is really one of the goals with a folding bike. Removing the battery reduces weight and makes for easier loading. If you ride a lot, you may also have backup batteries. You first have to fold the bike, then you have to lift it off the ground and remove it. The tolerance is tight, which is a good thing. The battery's not wiggling around when you ride, but it can be a little tough to remove. I don't think this is anything Lectric needs to change. I don't even know if this is something that can be changed, but definitely something worth mentioning because I know you guys are here for my honest opinion of this bike. Okay, I got my bin from Lowe's. It was the Project Source Commander 50-gallon bin. I'll put links down below to this bin and some other bins in case you don't have a Lowe's nearby. It seems most 50-gallon bins will work. The bike folded is 37 inches long by 17 inches wide. So a bin that is a little larger than that at the base should work. Lectric will be running their Black Friday sale through the entire month of November, not just on Black Friday or Cyber Monday. So if you're in the market to add an e-bike to your RV, I'm just saying Christmas is right around the corner. These make much better gifts than a new sewer hose. There's a QR code on the screen right now if you're watching on a TV that you can scan. If you're watching on a phone, I'll put a link down below that'll take you directly to their Black Friday sale pricing. I hope this video helped provide some information not only on the XP4s, but some things to consider when RVing with e-bikes, and hopefully I'll see you out on the trails.